How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. It's been a while. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to get on with it, right? We're just going to get on with it. So I wanted to come here today. Yeah? Today I wanted to come here. Talk about silly starting. No, I want to talk to you today about self-doubt. I have been doing research, hours of research after research after research, using my own experiences to learn even more about how we can become our most confident, our happiest and our most content self, right girls? Because that's what we want, all right? That's what we want. What I've been doing, is doing a bit of research to understand why are we doing this in the first place? How are we getting ourselves into this brain space? How are we building these habits where we're so comfortable with being so mean to ourselves and just doubting ourselves at every part of life to the point where we're actually allowing our own mind to stop us going for those things that we actually want in this life, to not live in just a basic bog standard comfortable life, to actually live in the life we want to be living. I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you the tools, okay, to help you to start just doing little things to help stop doubting yourself so much, because that self-doubt is one of the biggest things that we allow to take over in our mind that actually stops us doing the shit we want to be doing. Bear with all the accents, all the silliness, okay, because I'm in that zone, I'm in that mood. I'm doing this video that's taking me a minute to get sat down to do, so the happy hormones are coming because I'm doing what I actually want to do. Enough about me, let me get into it, alright? First of all, I want to start by saying whatever went down in your past, whatever you've been through, does not determine the possibility of your future. And what I'm going to give you the tools to is learning to love yourself, to accept yourself for now, exactly how you are now, so that you can grow and continue to grow. Forgiving ourselves for our past failures. See, the accents just come out, girls. I don't even have to spit them on sometimes. Our failures. The other side of all that self-doubt that you're allowing to consume you is actually the life you want to be living. The side of self-doubt is happiness, is you enjoying things even more, is you being more grateful and all of that good shit. What you want to be is sat on the other side of self-doubt, baby. Well, good. That's all well and good, and it's all a bit waffly, isn't it? But do you know what? I need you to start believing that, and actually, for us to get a little leash on self-doubt, we need to start welcoming it and accepting it, all right? We're not gonna, some people sit there and will tell you and be like, yeah, you can get rid of self-doubt completely, it's never gonna be in your brain. I don't think it's the truth, girls. That's me being honest. Self-doubt is just part of the human experience. Let's call her Debbie Doubter as I do. What we need to stop viewing her as, and how I now view her as, is a person. Same with Anxious Anne. View that as a person, as someone that comes and joins you in your mind. But it is not you entirely. That is not all you consist of. There is so much more to you. You've got so much more to give. What if start thinking the opposite, all the things we're self-doubting, right? So some common feelings that we may feel is, oh, what if I'm not good enough? What if I've not got enough skills? What if my skill set is not strong enough? What if I'm not the right type of person to be making those videos, to be sharing what I know, what I learn? What if I'm just not meant to be happy? That one's a load of shit. But they're things. What if I'm not pretty enough? What if, all of the things that we self-doubt ourselves and makes our self-esteem drop down. We start, when they come in, doubting those doubts, okay? Because let me tell you, 99% of those doubts are not real, they're not realistic, and they're not logical, because you are a great person. Without all of those extra things that you feel that you need, right now you're the great person. I'm speaking too quick, can't get me words out. We need to let go of blaming ourselves. We need to let go of being so harsh to ourselves all the time. Changing those thoughts. Let me tell you, almost all of the stuff that I'll teach you on this channel is not going to be something that you can be like, right, let me do it now. It's done. It's not going to happen, babe. And actually, the reason why, I'm just going to be honest with you, is that all of those habits you've currently got going on now, all of those self-doubt, that thoughts and feels that you've got and you've had for a while now, they didn't just build themselves overnight. They didn't just creep in and sit there and be like, yep, I'll pick a new one today and it'll be here. They've taken years to settle in and feel comfortable, and it's taken years for you to get into a place now where you're probably quite comfortable constantly being nasty about yourself and speaking nasty about yourself. Point one is just come up right now. We're going to stop talking bad about ourselves. Remember, you can't always control that first thought, but you can control that second one, okay? What I mean by that is, you may have a self-doubt thought pop up into your brain at the forefront. You think, okay, that's a bit rude, but what you can do, that thought, you can take it and you can change it. You can alter it, okay? What comes in? We're going to use one of mine. What if I haven't got enough knowledge to be sharing all of the stuff that I've learned over the years to do with mental health and make videos to support people? I just don't think, I ain't got all those qualifications. I haven't got a doctorate or master's or any of those qualifications in the mind. So who do I think I am? There's me being really honest. That's why it might have taken me 10 years to come and sit down and have a chat with you right now. But that thought round, and you can do this with yours, okay? What if you are enough? What if you've actually got the personality to do what you want to do? What if your skills and your experience and your own individual experience, beliefs, values, all of that intertwined together creates such a beautiful start for whatever you want to be doing? Because that's actually way closer to the truth than that self-doubt that you've allowed to creep in, sit down, lay down, make a bed, feel comfy and reside in your brain. We're going to take off that quilt, scoot them out, make the bed again and tell them we can only get sleepovers on the odd occasion, alright? Doing right, we're going to start giving ourselves permission. We're giving ourselves permission to do the things that make us feel good, to press in a new level of passion, confidence in whatever it is that we like. We're going to start forgiving ourselves, okay? From today, right? And what I want you to do now, you are going to hear this repeated over and over and over again. It's the method that I do almost all of these tips and tricks I have. Get yourself a notebook. This is mine, very cute. Home Bargs served me this one. Very, yeah, love it. It's my new one, alright? It's got a little G on because I love personalised shit, I really do. You can find them on Amazon, you can find them in Home Bargains, B&M. I'm talking UK places, obviously, that absolutely make you spend every bit of penny in your pocket. A notebook. I told you the accent's just come out. A notebook, yeah, is crucial because we're going to journal, we're going to give ourselves therapy, we're going to do everything in this little notebook. So as you're following along with me, as you're watching these videos, get yourself that notebook and start writing down. I was meant to tell you this at the start. It was the only thing I told myself to remember about doing this video. Remember to tell them to get the notebook and pen at the start. Did I do it? I didn't, so I'm going to tell you right now. Track, allowing yourself, giving yourself, am I recording? I'm recording. Giving yourself that permission. Different level of relationship with your self-doubt, with your anxiety. As I said, label them. They just come and join you. They're not completely you. They don't consume you. We're not allowing them to do that. We are in control of our mind, and we can actually control our mind through what we do with our body. Yourself will bring you unlimited amounts of peace and happiness. Who don't want that? Because I definitely bloody do. I do, alright? Just use self-doubt in a more positive way. When it comes along, what? Choking. We're gonna just using it as a reminder, and that is all. We're not gonna take everything that Debbie Doubter says as fact. When she comes, we just say, oh, hello, you're right, sit still, because you're staying there. But we're going to use her as a reminder to start filling our cup up a bit more, yeah? So if Debbie Doubter comes in, all right, let me do some things that are going to fill my self-love cup in that make me feel good. Shit thing, you know, the hard thing is a lot of the time we have to do the thing to make us feel good. I've listened to a lot of motivational podcasts and personal development things along the way, and what they say as a whole is that, stop playing with your hair, girl, is that motivation often will come by doing the thing that you need to do, that you want to get the motivation for. It's the truth, I promise you. I'm doing this video and I want to create 1,000 more, all right, because I've found the motivation by doing the thing, yeah? So what we're doing is using our body. I'm sitting here using my voice to sit and talk to you and spread and share everything that I have learned and that I know on this topic, and I'm feeling more and more motivated to want to do it. That's how it works. This morning I knew I needed and wanted to work out to start looking after my body, because that's what I want to do. I didn't have the motivation in the morning, but even in those 2 minutes of the warm-up, which was about 10 minutes long, I was jumping and speed running rather than jogging, because the motivation was running through. Do you know what I'm saying? They're two examples of where, like, if you see me doing this, I'm just looking at the mirror to see if I'm actually recording, because I'm saying some factual information out here that I want to share with you. Do, in a nutshell, we've got to do what we want motivation to help us do without the motivation, and that's the truth, okay? So remember that all your brain is doing is just wanting to protect you, okay? It sits in a comfort zone, it sits in the comfort blanket all wrapped around you in your comfort dressing gown. If you ever see me in my dressing gown, yeah, it's more in the winter because it's bloody sweating now. I've got the fan on right now. I hope that's not too noisy for you. But huge factor, and I'll do a completely separate video on this because it is such an important topic, is comparison. Comparison is the killer of your actual dreams, girls. Comparison is the killer of your confidence, of your inner imposter syndrome and all of that crap, especially when you are comparing yourself. Few tips here, and I'll make another video in depth on it to help stop comparing yourself, okay? Here we go. Unfollow all those people that you compare yourself to. I used to compare myself to the Kardashians because I wanted bigger hips at one point in my life, and they all had BBLs and beautiful round curvy hips. That just made me doubt myself because I was comparing myself to their bodies constantly. Remove. I no longer follow the Kardashians. Absolutely love them. Sometimes I watch them on telly, but I've unfollowed them to help build my confidence back up. I recently followed Chloe back because she is my fave, and I no longer compare myself to the Kardashians' body because my body is just as beautiful, even if it looks like no one else's. Another social media one that is related to comparison. There's time there, babe. You could be using your time way more effectively. You could be learning about something that you absolutely love and you want to get better at, you want to become a pro in. Be outside in nature. You could be spending time with your friends, going on a picnic, having a catch up face to face. Do more things that you actually love and care about, okay? Reduce that scrolling time, because that's exactly where we compare ourselves most at the minute. Point 3. Don't compare yourself to anybody around you, to anyone who's on a similar journey to you, because it is not your journey. Definitely don't compare yourself to what people have got, because you don't know how they got there. Don't compare yourself, because you may be on chapter 1 and that person you're comparing yourself to may be on chapter 27. They may have done a whole lot of shit to get to where they are already, but you're not seeing that through social media, through looking at a picture and all of that, okay? Journaling. Start writing down all of the things that are beautiful about you, the inside, the outside, okay? Start writing down all the things that you've achieved, all the good things about you as a person. You've got so many good qualities. I know you don't always believe it, especially if you've got depression chilling with you, depressed Dan, I like to call him. You're not always going to know, but think about the things that people compliment you on. Start gratitude journaling. Think about all those things that are around you. What can you smell right now? What can you hear right now? What can you feel right now? Are you laid in bed? Can you feel the comfort of soft blanket? Is your door locked? Do you have safety? All those things. Whilst we are experiencing gratitude, whilst we are writing down things that we are grateful for, anxiety can't be present at the same time. Neither can self-doubt, okay? Use that to your advantage. Back on the self-doubt and how we're going to kick it to the curb. How we're going to welcome it, work with it and reduce its strength. That's all we can do. We can't get rid of it fully. Full of what you say out loud, okay? Remember, can't always control that first thought, but we control the second one, can't we? Yes we can, yes we can. Don't be so comfortable in saying negative things about yourself out loud to your friends in the mirror. Stop with, oh, my belly's fat, oh, my nose is big, oh, I'm so shit, oh, I can't even think about many because I don't practice that behaviour anymore. Stop immediately. That's something you can stop right now. Stop feeling so comfortable to constantly strongly doubt yourself, calling yourself ugly, calling yourself names. It's no good. It's no good for your health. Your mind don't know the difference between lies. So when you're putting it in, it's just taking it as fact, and your self-esteem's going to hit the floor every time, babe. In. Do you know what? Do a little bit of that fake it till you make it. That's what we're going to say, yeah? Start pushing in those positive things about you. You've got beautiful hair. Your hair's growing. You've got beautiful style. You have beautiful teeth. I don't know. The list is endless. You're such a kind person. You've got so many skills. You've passed your driving test. You can now have the freedom, whatever it may be. Mind in yourself, okay? But thing that I want to talk to you, I don't know what one of those is. Another thing that I need to mention to you about self-doubt. Very often it will be here because we are fearful of making mistakes, of it not going the way that we want it to, of just not achieving what we want to achieve right there and then. What we want to do is start that new thing and know exactly every step along the way that we're going to do to get to our end goal. It's not going to happen, babe. You can research and research and research, but start your thing and make your changes, learn more along the way. It's going to happen anyway, so just get going. That's easier said than done. I know it is. Again, we're going to start building new relationships for these things, okay? Making mistakes is not actually that scary. I know it doesn't feel nice. I'm not going to pretend it feels great. Yeah, great, I've made a mistake, flopped that, failed that one. It don't feel nice. But actually, what it does is it either brings us new lessons or it opens new doors if we keep going, if we quieten down that self-doubt. And you know what? The biggest thing that's going to constantly quieten down your self-doubt is if you keep doing the things and showing up for yourself. Doing those things that you really want to do. All it is literally just thoughts of fear to try and protect you. And actually, on the side note, while it's doing that, what it does is stop you from doing what you actually hear, what you're destined to do. Ask yourself, what if you're more than enough? What if you are beautiful enough? What if you've got enough skills? What if you are kind enough? What if you are confident enough? What if you've got everything you need to do it? Just get going. What if? Bigger than your fear, okay? We are going to write it all down, as I've said. Get all this down, girls. We're going to write it all down in our notebook. We're going to write down, what is our why? Why do we want to achieve this thing? Why do we want to live this type of life? Why? Write down all those positive reasons that are going to positively impact you mentally, physically, whatever. Reviewing that. Keep pushing that in your brain over and over. All of these things that I've mentioned throughout this video, girls, are only going to work if we repeat them. Doing that, your confidence will increase without you even trying. Courage to take that action, babe, because do you know what? It's only going to benefit yourself in the long run. It will. That's all you're doing. All of this self-work for is to benefit you and everyone around you. More confidence to do the things that you want to do. Here to live a safe version, a muted version of a life that you actually want to live. You're here to create that life. I sound well like I'm having a speech now, I don't know. You're here to create that life, that you actually want, that you want to be doing. If you're hating every minute, every second of that job you're doing, start writing down how you're going to create a path, a career path, a job, or whatever, of something you absolutely adore. What everyone else is doing. Forget about how everyone else is doing the things they're doing. Forget about what everyone else is going to think and start thinking just about you. Like that. Think what you want, how you're going to get there, and keep your, what would we call these? What am I trying to say? Right? Keep whatever these on, keep your shields on, and look forward just on your path. The case that everyone around you has never done that thing that you want to do, and actually they might have a bit of self-doubt. Quieten it down. You don't need anyone else's opinions right now, because your Debbie Doubter is enough. You don't need anyone else's Debbie Doubter to come and give you a little talking. They're not invited to the party. Only your Debbie Doubter is, and she's only allowed to sit down, right? The main stage is for you. Finally, I need you to start listening to more positive, happy, uplifting, inspirational material. Absolutely love certain books to help me do that, certain podcasts, and I will tag them. If I can work it out, girls, I'll put it in the comments, in the caption, whatever, and try and link you some books that I absolutely love that I've got from Amazon. There's some that I read over and over again, girls, just because the boost that it gives me, the refocus, the charge that it gives me, the batteries that it gives me, the feel good vibes that it gives me, the podcast, the videos, my own account. All right, if you're not following BeKindBabe on TikTok, on Instagram, do that. And I'm not even, yeah, this is a bit of like self-promotion, but actually I'm a page that will constantly put something positive. Another big thing, join email lists, okay? I have one of my own called BeKindBabe, right? If you want to do that, I'll put the link down as well. It's also in my Insta bio, my TikTok bio. It's free, and every week I send you something positive into your inbox. Don't know about yours, but mine's full of buy this, buy that. Is full of this bill's coming, that bill's coming. Do you know what? And then I open my own emails and it's like a little reminder of why I am a good person, why I should be feeling positive, because I have all of this. What I will remind you in your email, all right? If you don't know, get to know, go follow. I also have an event coming up, my first online event, where we're going to have a bit of a chit chat like this, but it's going to be a bit more practical. We're going to start getting our notebook, and together in this live, in this workshop, in this event, we're going to use these tools, put these into practice, and you're going to leave feeling amazed. You're going to feel uplifted. You're going to feel great. Right. So they're all the things that I can help you and tell you off the top right now that are going to help you to quieten down that self-doubt and let your why and let your dreams be much bigger than it. Okay, I hope you've taken something positive from this, babe. I really do. Like I say, follow me on socials. I'm going to stop there. That's all I've got to give today. Sending you so much love, so much strength. As if you're feeling whatever it is that you are feeling right now, if it's not so positive, like if you're feeling low, if you're feeling a bit depressed, if you're feeling really depressed, whatever it may be, if your mental health isn't in the best of place, let me reassure you this right now, babe. You are going to beat it. You are going to learn to work with it. You are going to come out on top times 100, because I did. So there's no reason at all why you can't either, okay? Give yourself time. Be kind to yourself. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Don't ignore it. Go through the emotions, not around them. Don't tuck them in, okay? Give yourself time. This is honestly just temporary. I promise, okay? Have a nice eve, a nice day, a nice morning, whatever it is, whatever time you're watching this. I'm sending you so much love.